What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on Superman and Lois Season 3. And today I'm checking out Episode 2 titled Uncontrollable Forces. Now guys, I'm excited for this new episode because the Season 3 premiere was awesome. A lot of new things that were set up, especially with Lois, Bruno, Mannheim, and Onomatopoeia. Guys, Onomatopoeia made its big debut. Bruno Mannheim too. Bruno Mannheim is played by the same guy who played Tobias Church in Arrow Season 5. I think the actor's name is Chad Coleman. Great actor, by the way. But besides him, we got Onomatopoeia, this mysterious figure that deals with sounds, and we saw him kill Henry Miller last episode, but then at the end of the episode, Bruno Mannheim, with the help of the scientists, brought Henry Miller back. So it seems like Bruno Mannheim is trying to find a way to bring people back from the dead, and maybe he's dying and he's trying to save himself. There's something going on there, and we got Superman and Lois stuck in the middle of it. But back to Onomatopoeia, guys, that character is so awesome. And I barely caught on to his arrival last episode. I did not catch on to the very last scene, which made sense. It took me a while because his design is kind of different. He has a hood here and he was so in the shadows, where at the end of the last episode he was out of the shadows and we got to see his pulsating mask, which his mask is like a swirl or a target. And yeah, in the comics he has a mask that is a target. He makes his debut in Kevin Smith's Green Arrow run in Volume 2 Sounds of Violence, where he tries to kill Connor Hawke. It's a great storyline and it really made me fall in love with the character. Onomatopoeia is so cool. How he is used in comics, all the sounds, crack-a-coom, boom, shh, those sounds that you see on the page in comics, he uses those to a good effect. Henry Miller, we saw him get shot, but he was actually not shot by bullets. He was just shot by sounds. And Superman, dude, he went to the sky and sounds all around him were going crazy. Onomatopoeia messes with sounds. Now, besides him being in the Green Arrow run, he was also in two Batman stories, Batman Cacophony and Batman The Widening Gyre. So in Batman Cacophony, we see Onomatopoeia almost kill the Joker and Batman has to save the Joker. And we see Onomatopoeia versus Deadshot as well. It's a great fight. It's really cool. It also shows a different side of the Batman and Joker rivalry. You get Gordon involved because Joker actually almost dies. And Gordon, Commissioner Gordon is like, let him die. This monster needs to die. But Batman's like, nah, I gotta save him. I gotta stop this guy who is this villain named Onomatopoeia. And we find out that Onomatopoeia in that story is actually a regular guy that comes home to his family every day, and all the scars he gets from being out in the field, he just excuses them or explains them off by saying, oh, he competes in sports and he gets damaged sometimes, and his family buys it. And he has a man cave in his house where he has all these souvenirs of the heroes he killed. And he has these empty cases labeled Green Arrow and Batman. So Onomatopoeia is a Green Arrow and Batman villain. He is mostly that. Yeah, he's been in some other comics, but mainly Batman and Green Arrow. And the most famous, I would say, is the second Batman comic he was in, which all these written by Kevin Smith. I just want to note on that. But the second one, Batman The Widening Gyre, you see that Bruce Wayne falls in love with Silver St. Cloud. He's growing soft. And then we have this new hero named Baphomet who assists Batman, and Batman grows to trust him and welcomes him into the Batcave and reveals his identity. Batman reveals his identity, Bruce Wayne, to this guy named Baphomet, and then Baphomet is not actually Baphomet, it's actually Onomatopoeia. And at the end of the 6th issue, you see basically Batman's walking away, but then he hears a shh, just a sound. He looks back and Onomatopoeia has cut Silver St. Cloud's throat, killed her, killed Batman's love. And actually, in a previous issue in that series, I think it was like issue number 5, you see Baphomet in Arkham Asylum crossing Joker's cell, and Joker is the only one that knows it's Onomatopoeia. He knows something's up. Even Deadshot doesn't realize that Baphomet is someone he's encountered before. But yeah, it's a very fascinating story, and to make it even better, the end of that 6th issue with Silver St. Cloud being killed, well, you would think that story would be continued, right? Nope. That maxi series, Batman, The Widening Gyre, is supposed to be 12 issues, got discontinued at issue number 6 halfway through, and it just ended. It literally left readers with Batman gasping and Onomatopoeia with a knife to Silver St. Cloud's throat. Actually, not just at the throat, but cutting her throat. And yeah, I don't think they discontinued it because of that ending, but there's something else. There's some controversy. I think it was about Batman wetting his pants or having like a comment about him pissing his pants, and it was something dumb. But yeah, there's so much crazy background with the character, Onomatopoeia, controversy, and that image of him just killing Silver St. Cloud and the sound and him using the knife, cutting her throat, it just sticks in my mind because it was such a shocking moment when I was reading that comic. I was like, what? Like, I kind of figured Baphomet, something was off with him, but I did not think it was Onomatopoeia, because at the time when I was reading that comic, Batman, The Widening Gyre, I didn't really pay attention to who was writing the comic or artists. Like, it was early when I was reading comics, when I was like really young, when I was like 10 or 9 or something, maybe around there. And when I read it at the time, I'm a 9 or 10-year-old. I don't care who's writing or doing the artwork. I'm just trying to read a Batman comic. So I didn't realize it was Kevin Smith. If I would have knew it was Kevin Smith writing, I could have probably made that analysis or a prediction that it would be Onomatopoeia, but I'm actually happy I didn't, because I was just so shocked. As a kid, just reading that and being like, what? Like, Batman's girlfriend, Silver St. Cloud, is just dead like that. Like, alright guys, I'm going on just a long talk about Onomatopoeia, because I didn't do it last video. In the last Superman and Lois video, I talked about him a little bit and I was excited, but then I went back and reread some stories. It just brought back so many memories of Onomatopoeia as a character, especially that Green Arrow run. Kevin Smith's Green Arrow run is one of the best Green Arrow runs of all time, in my opinion. I got the whole collection in paperback. But yeah guys, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get into this episode. Your latest reaction to Superman and Lois starts now. Okay, this part, Lois being pregnant but not actually. I'm wondering what's actually going on with her. Whoa. Dude, I remember the past 2 seasons, the whole miscarriage storyline, how that affected Lois and Clark, especially Lois. So this is probably putting her through a hard time again because she's not pregnant yet again. That must be really hard. Like, I'm actually really worried for Lois's character. And this montage and this music is not reassuring me. I hope she's okay. Hopefully it's not something like she's dying or something, you know? I can see them going that route. What's she gonna find out? Yo. Bro. Emotional opening. Just a montage into the theme and the logo.
Hey guys.
Hey, we were just leaving so you guys can take our seat.
Oh, what are you guys doing later? Not like ask you to hang out.
Jordan.
Well, actually, it's kind of a girl thing.
That was rough. Bro, I got chills from that. That was rough.
Why would a judge deny?
Did she say riddle me this? What is she, the Riddler? Like, come on, bro, what is Chrissy? I don't even know why I paid attention to that line so much. Bishop is already coming into the role of Jonathan well.
Didn't she dump you? Yes.
And it sucked. But I moved on, okay? And she texted me last week, happy birthday, and we're cool again.
Okay.
It's not that easy for everyone else to be friends with their ex.
You know what would actually make
Yo,
that easier?
dude. Alright. I had to pause. I'm giving myself 2 pauses. So this is the first pause, alright? So we got Jordan. He's struggling to move on from Sarah. Jonathan, on the other hand, he's moving on. He moved on from his girl and he's doing well. But I get Jordan. I understand Jordan. Like, Jonathan, like, over time, you do move on. But the only thing is, there's like a little bit of time that you're tempted. And Jordan, for some reason, his temptation time of trying to get back with Sarah and being needy, his time is just longer. Like, usually it's supposed to be like 2 weeks where you're just tempted, but you're supposed to reject it. Jonathan rejected the temptation. He's cool now. He moved on. Jordan, though, actually, I know why his time is a little longer. He keeps giving into it. He's giving into the temptation, and he's being friends with Sarah. He's giving her all this free attention where she doesn't deserve it. Like, if they would be serious, then yeah, he'd give attention. But just being friends, like, I just can't see it. A man and a woman, you can't be friends like that. You just can't. And how awkward it was at the beginning of the episode, him walking in and Sarah just going around him. Like, Jordan is getting punked right now. And I don't like seeing him like that, bro. I don't. I hope Jordan moves on in this episode, recovers, and Jonathan can help his brother out. It seems like he's doing that right now.
If you actually tried to get over Sarah,
she ain't the one.
I wasn't avoiding you. I didn't even know you were here, and I wanted to give you space.
Jordan, you don't need to give me space. Look, you're the first guy I've ever dated that I've wanted to stay friends with.
Dude.
This is completely new for me too, and I'm really sorry if
This is tough to watch, bro. Oh my gosh. She said, you're the first guy I ever dated that I wanted to be friends with. That's not good. Well, why did she act like that was a good thing? Bro. Oh, that's my second pause too. Dang it. Okay, but dude, how she said that, hey, you're the first guy I ever dated that I wanted to be friends with. Like, her tone gave off like, oh yeah, that's good. Like, hey, you're special. No, that's not good. That is not good at all. That's the first guy she's dated that she lost attraction to, and it's just like, let's just keep friends because I want the attention. That's basically, man, I want Jordan to move on. Once Jordan stands up for himself and moves on from Sarah, man, I'm gonna get hyped. I don't get hyped for this relationship stuff, but I just, man, Jordan needs to get out of it. He needs to stop being tempted. He's not even being tempted anymore. He's just giving into anything to be with Sarah, and homie needs to move on.
I mean,
bro, already? Superman and Bruno Mannheim? Bro!
What do you want?
Okay. Oh, we making progress.
What are you doing in my neighborhood? Because here, in my part of Metropolis, I'm the hero.
Ooh. A villain that thinks he's the hero. Classic.
Then talk to me.
I just found out I have cancer.
What?
And it's
What?
aggressive. And all day, I've been trying to hang on to hope. But it's really hard because I'm really scared.
No. Oh, man. No. Bro, I didn't even think about that. Now I think about it, it makes so much sense. Like, they were doing the scans in the beginning. She got cancer. Lois has cancer. So she's dying. But she has the possibility of dying. And then Superman, Clark, just finding out about that. Look at his face. Props to Tyler Hoechlin. Like, dude, great actor. But man. Whew, what an episode so far. Like, I got chills from that reveal. I know, this is like my third time pausing, but I did. That hit me. That was really deep. Any story about cancer is really sad, and having Lois go through that.
But what I know, what I believe.
These two characters. Bruno Mannheim is great too.
I'm not done. There was only one trial.
Something happened in Smallville.
Idiot mayor.
Not him. He's dead. But John Henry Irons isn't.
You killed him.
I know.
Onomatopoeia killed the original John Henry Irons, but this is a different one. Stage 3. Oh, that's affecting Jordan and Jonathan too, right? Bro, dude, these cancer stories really hit home for me. Like, I just like, They going to hug her? Yeah, hug her. Lois needs all the people she can. Oh, dude, look at Clark. Dude. Oh my gosh, and they're ending the episode like that. That is, dude. Man. What an emotional episode, bro. Like, that was a pretty heavy episode, and yeah. I'm gonna think about it a little bit, and then I'll give all my thoughts in the review portion. But yeah, guys, getting to the review portion of this video, I first want to talk about that big reveal with Lois. So we found out that, yeah, Lois is not pregnant. She has stage 3 breast cancer. And the lead up to that reveal, like the beginning of the episode with the montage and how Lois was acting throughout the episode, Clark questioning her, and then all that build up to that scene where the judge is about to jump and Lois talks her down because Lois can relate to her. Lois has a countdown on life right now. She's counting down the days, but that's how she could look at it. That's how one could see her situation, but instead, Lois is different. Lois is gonna fight. She's gonna fight to push past this. And she talks down the judge doesn't jump. Superman is on standby, he's ready to save the judge if she did. And that moment was just so awesome. Cause yeah, it's called the suicide slums because so many people commit suicide, and seeing Lois talk this person down, talk the judge down, and save a life. It was very inspirational, the dialogue, just Lois's monologue actually was just so good. And yeah, just seeing Superman Clark's face when Lois said she had cancer, and then the aftermath of that reveal, and then Jonathan and Jordan finding out the end of the episode, it hit very hard, it was very emotional, and yeah, it really hit me hard because, like, okay, I help a cancer hospital, right? And I've seen cancer patients and how people act and how emotional it could be. So seeing this in a show like this, it hits even more for me. Like, it's just, that's why I'm helping out. That's why I am. I want to make a change. I want to help people like that. Because there is people like Lois who, yeah, they're fighting, right? But they need all the people around them. They need all the help they could get. Like, you got Clark there, you got Jonathan, Jordan helping her out. Because when these people are in those situations and they think, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just fight, get through it. But if they do it alone, then there's gonna be times when they're down. It's just they have cancer. Like, you have a countdown on life. Whenever you have something going on like that, there's gonna be times where it's just gonna hit you so much, like so much going through your mind. You need people around you that can help you out, talk to you, reassure you, and sometimes be direct with you as well, and just help you get back, or help you recover, get past this, and survive. So yeah, I thought that was very emotional, very well written, and yeah, it made this episode even better than the last. Like, it really pushed over. Like, the episode was solid already, but that just emotional core made it amazing. But yeah, moving on to the next topic, let's talk about the villains, guys. We got Chad Coleman as Bruno Mannheim. He's the first one I want to talk about. He was cool in the first episode. He wasn't really in it that much. He was just revealed in the end. But this episode, dude, Chad Coleman got to flex his acting skills. He was on point. He was killing it, bro. Like, when Chad Coleman showed up in this episode, initially, I was like, okay, he's cool, how he walks, how he talks, and then when Superman showed up, Superman and Bruno Mannheim's confrontation was so cool, guys. The tension, how Chad Coleman, I keep saying Chad Coleman, how Bruno Mannheim was talking about suicide slums and how Superman hasn't been there for them, and Mannheim had to become the hope of this community, where Superman is supposed to be the hope of the world, but he wasn't there. And I just thought that was very interesting. Like, it was really good. The delivery on the lines, the back and forth between Tyler Hoechlin's Superman and Chad Coleman's Bruno Mannheim was so good. Like, Bruno Mannheim is already a great villain. I could see him being a overarching villain, a villain for the entire season. Now, would that happen? I don't know, because Superman and Lois tends to do like a misdirect. So like the first few episodes, you got a villain, but then it changes up. And it seems like maybe Onomatopoeia, maybe there'll be like a mystery reveal there that could lead to something, or we'll get an entirely different villain. Like, okay, season 1, we had the Stranger, which ended up being John Henry Irons' Steel. He was a good guy, but then we had Sal Rowe as the villain. Season 2, we had who was the starter actually? Oh, we thought it was gonna be Doomsday, but it was actually Bizarro. But then Bizarro wasn't the villain, it was Ali Alston, aka Parasite, a modified version of Parasite. Now, we got Bruno Mannheim and Onomatopoeia. Now, will Bruno Mannheim only be around for a little bit and then Onomatopoeia will become the big villain and there'll be a big reveal there? Or will they both just get written off the show or maybe get minor roles and the actual overarching villain will then show up? I don't know. But I actually hope there won't be a misdirect. I want Chad Coleman's Bruno Mannheim to stick around and be the big villain. He's already given off main villain vibes, how he acts, his motivation. He's actually a compelling character and I want to see more of him. Now onto the other big villain, we got Onomatopoeia. And you guys already know I love Onomatopoeia. I talked about him in the beginning of this video a bunch. He's awesome in the comics and he's really cool here. His design, I'm really digging it. Like, it's growing on me. And just seeing him kill George in the beginning of the episode and then go after Lana and John in the middle of the episode, and just seeing Onomatopoeia talk to Bruno Mannheim and be like, John Henry Irons, I saw him, and Mannheim be like, didn't you kill him? And Onomatopoeia be like, yeah, I did. There's more to this, because John Henry Irons, this version of him is from another world, a different Earth, not from this Earth. It's not the John Henry Irons that Onomatopoeia knew and killed. So there's some cool backstory there. And yeah, dude, Onomatopoeia, just whenever he shows up, I get so hyped. The tension, the sound effects, just the presence of his character, or her character. I'm starting to wonder if Onomatopoeia is gonna be a woman on this show. It's a man in the comics, but just how there's certain parts in this episode where I was suspecting maybe it's a woman under that pulsating mask, that changing mask, or maybe it's actually a man like the comics. Either way though, so far an awesome villain, and I can't wait to see more of Onomatopoeia. Now, other than that, other than the big reveal with Lois, the two villains, and Superman and Lois's involvement in this episode, we had a subplot with the kids, Jordan, or the teenagers, Jordan, Jonathan, Natalie, and Sarah. And that was fun. I usually don't like the teenage drama and stuff, and it did kind of drag, kind of brought down the episode a little bit at times, but I don't know, it wasn't too bad. It could have been a lot worse. Now, if it was not in the episode at all, I would have liked that, but still, it could be a lot worse, and the writing really kept it up. Also, the cinematography in the show is just so good, so that keeps up a okay subplot. But yeah, guys, overall, a great episode, a good follow-up to an awesome Season 3 premiere, and I'm going to give this episode another 9 out of 10, alright? We had 9 out of 10 for the premiere, and 9 out of 10 for this follow-up. It's an amazing episode. I highly recommend it. And yeah, you guys, some of your thoughts on this episode down below. If you like the video, give a big thumbs up. New channel, make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Superman and Lois reaction and review. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.